Hello there and welcome to my channel. My name is Kate and I I just love making videos because I get to talk to you as I make. So it's midweek here. It's July and in the highlands of near where I live in New South Wales, it's pretty dull out there, but inside it's always warm and snuggly, especially when we have our stitches together. So welcome. I would love if you have some time to sit with me and be kind to yourself. We're going to slow stitch today and I'm going to show you some pieces that I'm working on. But before I want to do that, I wanted to say again how wonderful this community is. Many of us say it over and over. We who make YouTubes and those of you who comment on our YouTube. So I received some happy mail the other day and I was going to show it to you and I didn't have it in the room. This came to me, I've taken the bow off and the card, from Christy. And Christy has a YouTube channel called So Bits Christy. She's from Perth and she has made, well, she made a couple of videos about making this journal, and I watched and enjoyed and had no idea that she was making it for me. So Christy, that is the kindest and most thoughtful thing, that you were making this for me. I was admiring it. Now, Christy is getting into junk journaling. She does so many different things and she's just a special lady. So I know, Christy, that you are up with Corinne at the moment and with lots of stitches up there. So I'm waving greetings to all of you. What a beautiful opportunity to be together and stitch. And Christy, I saw a photo of you actually with Juju, I think. So yeah, what a lovely special time. So I'm about to do quite a lot of traveling, and the thoughtfulness of Chrissy has been that she has made me a journal with favorite bits in it. And to just make me smile, she's explained that I can take the signatures out to write on them. So there's handy paper, there's little pockets, there's cards, there's everything about it is just so sweet and reminds me of Christy so much. Look at that as a garden. It just, glorious pieces done with such care. She's made pockets and yeah, you're a natural. I loved this. Look, she found a script and the song is called The Love Nest. My husband would blush. Look at these beautiful things. So, and Lucello, I'm using Lucello fabric on one of my pouches. That's a postcard. So we're collectors, aren't we? We're bowerbirds, but it humbles me to know that there are such kind people out there. And I watched Christy, like she printed off one of the photos of one of my works on Instagram, and I thought, what's she putting that? No one else will want that. And she's put it in here. So look at that. Just joy upon joy. Yeah, that's my work there. Like, and this is what I truly treasure. I won't cry, but Christy has just begun. She explained in her video about her freehand drawing these and then colouring them in, and I cannot believe that she's gifted them to me. Look at that little card. And we talked about numbers. I love 9, so that's exactly the right card. Little Australia. I might get homesick over there, but I'll have this with me. Oh. Highlighted quotes about friendship, and she knows I'm going to the US, so like I'm sharing this because it's just so thoughtful. And look what we can do for each other. I showed my husband this, like, look at these tiny little pegs, and look at this beautiful lace. And what else is in here? Pink. It's like a treasure pocket. Oh, a little tie and cantha. Actually, this was so significant. These she got at my workshop. Oh, incredible. So, to make your heart sing. Certainly making my heart sing. Little pegs to use. And our favourite, Edith Holden. So there we go. I hold it to my heart. And if you want to ever listen to a beautiful, beautiful, kind person who's authentic and honest and is like all of us, just here for the share and the wonderment of community. So speaking of community, I'm getting ready to go to Adelaide, and I again so blessed that I've been invited by Gabriella. I wrote about Gabriella in my newsletter a little while ago. Gabriella makes and designs beautiful, beautiful clothes, and her main influence is France. And I can't wait. Those workshops are just it. I'm speechless. They're going to be in Gabriella's room. That is like her studio atelier. It's decorated with a French table. There's chandeliers. Like it's unbelievable. So we are going to be making around the table, and as well as my fabrics, I'm using Gabriella's. So these florals here are I've started to applique onto this beautiful jacket that is available. I bought it off her website, and it's, you know how we love to layer, but I've just can't help myself. I've added more flowers to it, and I suppose that's my work in progress. And I'm also working on the green jacket that I've shown you before. I'm hoping that this will be ready. It needs a couple more stints on it, ready to take that, and I've got that same design on the sleeves. So I suppose what I'm trying to say today is we're going to do some stitching, but showing how one fabric, you know, and we're talking about being sustainable, and just buying, you know, 1 meter of fabric can just be used in your work in all sorts of ways. So here's the same flower, and here they're not coloured in yet, and I've got it on the sleeve and on the pink jacket. So that's what we're going to do. I hope you are, as I said, just hopefully sitting on the lounge or in your craft room and stitching along with me. And I'm hoping you are well. We always talk about weekends, and, you know, really these videos become timeless, don't they? I have also just finished hand dyeing another set of wool, and these are going out, well, they've sold, but I'm taking some to Adelaide with me and overseas, and I'm saving some for myself. Of course, I want to be that person that, you know, just shares what I love. So I'm an example, you know, I don't want to be an example. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If I offer something up to share at a workshop or in a bazaar, sorry, that's silicone there, I'll get rid of that. I want you to know that, hand on heart, I love it and use it myself. So I'm going on here first to warm up, because I feel like adding some of this hot pink wool to this flower up here. So we're constantly in the garden, and we can't be, my husband went out, he tried to do some gardening today, and he came in and he said, it's just too yucky. And I said, well, it's winter. So he physically garden, but gee, I can, and we all can. So, what's it like where you are? And are you a gardener, I suppose? Sometimes people ask me that question and they go, what does your garden look like? And I might have said this before. At the moment, my garden, I do. I have Daphne. In fact, I should go and pick some more. I don't have much in the winter. And I did just say to my husband, I'd like to buy some random seed packets for spring. Someone told me you can get those. It could have been Fleur. You just purchase and put them in, and then nature surprises you. So I might accidentally, speaking of which, Christy brought me back this flower ring from France. So it's on today. I've had lots of lovely care, especially about my mum. And yes, I'm passing all your good wishes on to her. It's tough. She's done her back and she's in constant pain, and that's a bit of a worry. The doctor has said they can't do anything, and she's got to learn to, what do you say, work around it. So we're talking about workarounds at the moment. But she's in good spirits, and she made, I've shown you these before, but these are hold me in your hand pouches, and she has made this, lined it with block print, put the pretty zip in, and I'm embellishing. So literally when I hold this in my hand, I think of her, and when they fly to their new nests, they'll be held by someone else in their hand. I'm actually getting these ready for the US. So they will fly a long way. I said to Mum the other day, I'm getting teary, I said, Mum, who would have known that some of this fabric I sourced in India, brought home to the Highlands, took to Sydney for her to make, brought them home, embellishing them, and now they're going in a big jet plane. I love story, you know that. So it's storytelling, and I'm sure you make things and share them as well. Okay, so that's one thread on there. Let's get this jacket out. And something I have been, I wanted to share is that, especially applique, can you see I had something else on there? And I had a big bloom, and when I looked at it, it just wasn't working for me. In that it was, I don't know, too busy. I don't know what the word was. I can't remember. So I've taken it off. So I've got some raw threads here, but you can just pick up and do something different. So I'm thinking, right now, let's warm ourselves up with some, this is cotton. Oh, and it's already cut. I have to say, gosh, I'm talking a lot. That's because I'm happy. Happy and excited and blessed and all of those things, and wishing that for you as well. Forgotten what I said. Started to say. Doesn't matter. A little bit of fluoro, joy, colour, happiness. So I'm just doing some little random seed stitches here. Not too many. Let's make that one across. And maybe something up here. And a little meandering. And sort of half a flower. And that could be that for that bit of fluoro. On this flower, let's go over here. I'm doing the bumblebee style, which is what the ladies, when we talked about in New Zealand. Hello, girls. Hi, Sue, and Barbara, and Rosemary, and Michelle, and Felicity, and Kat. And Kate. There's so many. That's meaning I'm thinking of you all. It's always dangerous to name some, but it's probably better to name some than not anyone. So yeah, we were talking, I've told you before, but I like to keep it interesting and flip from flower to flower. And you know me and my absolute fascination with why New Zealand has bumblebees and Australia doesn't. I said I'm going to always think of being a bumblebee, going from flower to flower. A little bit there. And how many stitches could I get out of that? Just a tiny few. So where's this sleeve? Over here, where I've used a lot already. Let me just add a tiny little bit here. Actually, let's go. Nope, not meant to be. It's just fallen out. Right, let's do. I might have started to tell you that I have been working on the nest. My husband walked in and he noticed the difference. I noticed the difference. It's certainly in no way done, but it's a little bit more organized. And I had the realization that I do have quite a lot of storage, but I've been filling the storage, visible storage, with things that I don't use very often. So the huge change has been that I'm actually putting my wool and the bits that I use for workshops and, you know, making into places that I can access, which for you all probably sounds like, Kate, what are you talking about? Of course you do that, but for me that's been revolutionary. Okay, let's outline this part of the flower. Oh. So the beauty of this jacket is that it's padded. It's like Japanese style. But this is beautiful soft. I don't know why I say but. And this is beautiful soft. There's a little thin bit of cozy wozy inside. And then this different print on the outside. And then on top I'm adding more of Gabriella's. So the company is Miss Rose Sister Violet. It's a genuine friendship, so I'm not doing this for money. I assure you, it's just I adore using Gabriella's fabric and the Craft and Quilt Show. Is it Craft? No, Craft Alive is on there on Sunday, so that's why I'm timed. Oh, and Vanessa is coming to our 3-day workshop. So I haven't seen Vanessa since, could it have been 2024? So I'm really looking forward to that. She made my beautiful heart that I show you often and move from bit to bit because I can't actually not see it. She's a great maker, great person. So just having a little wander. Around the edge of the flowers. So if you're new to slow stitching, don't be scared. Just to find something, some fabric that you love or might have, or it's off an old dress, or just get a needle out and start to do some colouring in with it, or outlining. I'm thinking of our beautiful Zoe from Green Door, who's this moment on on holidays, and it's just so lovely to see her like just thriving and flourishing. We had a Green Door yesterday, and then she's giving herself some time without a workshop. That's from the other one, so I'll just harvest there. Okay, a little stitch, few stitches, and gradually the look comes together. Let's go. How are we going time-wise? Yeah, we've got some time. So that's there. This will become, I'm not going to go, I'm going to work within the colour of this jacket, so not go too much away from the pinks. And the other thing I'm thinking of, yeah, quilting a little bit more on that. Let's come over to the green jacket, because we've got some bits that need to really make some decisions. This is this other fabric. This one's got more colour on it, so let's add some more colour. I'm really enjoying using gold at the moment. Like, you see how beautifully that goes with everything else. So it's not gold thread, it's gold perlé. Does that make sense? You know, I tried that very special golden thread, which I still loved, but I haven't used it lately. I tend to be using this one. Okay, that's invisibly stitched down. This is the Japanese fabric that I got the other day. So let's add some texture to this beautiful, already beautiful design. I just had a bit of a, I like to wind wool and watch YouTube, and I was just watching the lovely Marion from the UK. Is it Marion's World? And she's been to a car boot sale, and I loved how she was buying shirts and skirts to harvest the fabric from, and you know, and explaining, you know, when you're going there, just don't worry about the size, you know, look at the quality of the fabric, which is wise advice. But what's made me particularly smile is that she bought the shirts and skirts to harvest, and then she tried them on and found that she really liked them, and so she's going to wear them. And I thought, isn't that wonderful? Because it's actually even more special. You get a new wardrobe very, very inexpensively, and then you get the fabric. And I suppose what I'm doing here is not that at all. The jacket actually was new, but I'm putting little bits of story onto it. And when I'm finished with it, I will harvest. Okay. This is the shoulder. Oh, there's another needle. Yeah. Never have enough needles. I've just had to buy in Bog, Texas. We are sorted, I hope. Needles and pins coming your way. I'll keep a couple of spare sets for me on the plane. Because that's where they always disappear. Okay, just outlining the stem of this leaf in this beautiful gold. And then we'll go to the edge of it and we'll stitch. Now it's starting to get darker here, so I'll check the lighting and see how many bits we do. And there we are. Now I think we need some colour in there on that flower, don't we? Where's my colours? I've got those. Oh, that's nice. Let's try this pink. So this is, which part of the jacket is this that we're working on? Okay, it's the back of the side. Okay. Oh, I thought it was the other. You can easily get lost in the jacket, can't you? All right. So with that in mind, because my hair will probably cover that, so let's use this pink and work a little bit on this flower. Now I am not knotting at the moment, and I know that's quite radical, but I've decided I like to come up over the top and then go through the wool and bury it. So that's what I'm doing just there. It's quick for me. Doesn't mean that you should stop doing knots, because that's the right way to do things. It's just Kate in haste. And I do feel like I'm going back to how we were taught not to do knots, I think, when I was at school. Would that have been true? Don't know. Honestly, there is nothing better for my soul, at least, than sitting here with you with wool in my needle and a flower in my hands. It's like grown-up playtime. I hope that you can see that it's just the variegation of the wool, that does so much of the organic nature, like, what am I trying to say, flower shading. Because I'm not good at the colour matching, but I feel confident enough with a variegated thread that you can't go wrong. And things that you would never design happen. So running out of this one. Let's go up here. Little stitches. And we're getting to the side now, so we can start to go closer. And made the decision that nothing else will go under there because that's a shoulder seam. So we'll just finish off this edge with some big noticeable applique stitches. And then with this one I will go through to the bottom and through here and finish it off. Sorry about the glaring white, we've talked about that before. Still here. I could even tea stain it, I suppose. Right, so that's starting to get some colour on it. We just balance with some, I wonder if I've got something. I've got some beautiful, oh yeah, let's try. This is an older one. I've got some beautiful new orangey colours that I've done. In my bazaar, I called them, what was it? What's the song? Under the Orange Coloured Sky. It's a collection of beautiful goldy yellows, like everything that you need to complement the middle of your flowers, the pink petals. Oops. Sometimes talk amongst yourselves. We're there now. Okay. This fabric, it's hard to sort of work out where things are meant to be. So I don't really worry. I can see in here, and I don't know whether you can see them, that there are some different lines. So I'm just going to start boldly and sort of see this area as like a triangle. So I started at the top. Get that bit down without pulling it too tight, Katie. Hello, Colette. My friend, CC Davis Studios. Who's up in the sunshine. Colette works very hard. And as often happens in education, when you stop your normal work and you at last get a holiday, you get sick. And I know Colette's been sick for quite a while. She's had a nasty cough, but she has been making she's made a video so far of her time in Queensland, and she was looking at the ocean, and I thought, escaping from the cold weather in Melbourne and being in sunshine with water is not only good for the soul, but good for her health. So, and why did I think of her? Because she calls me Katie Cates, which is what my brother's, she just worked it out naturally, and my brother calls me Katie Cates. Sometimes my sister, but especially my brother. So it's very endearing, is what I'm trying to say. So there we are. We're doing a meander with this goldy orangey coloured wool. Let's brought us back over here. And change some direction now, mainly because it's more comfortable. Go over the top of some of these stitches and see if we can block colour this big bit of fabric, this big sort of petal bit. Untangle this. Oh, it's all a bit round at the moment. There we go. Come back here. See that little spot there? Little triangle. Highlight that. And then who knows where we'll go after this. So I can sort of see a line there. A few little stitches. And another one up there. So we're enhancing and adorning the already beautiful piece of fabric. Oh my gosh, speaking of beautiful fabric, I have received, I bought some beautiful, beautiful vintage Sandersons through Judy from Lavender High Tea. They are glorious, and they will be shared at workshops. And they are, I just keep looking at them. They're still on my on the coffee table. Okay, there we go. So there we are. That's the jacket taking shape. Sliding off. I'll have to do something with that. Oh, I had that idea, didn't I? Then I'm going to put something on the inside. You've reminded me of the neck at least. So there's that side, there's that side, and here's the sleeve. And then here's my puffery jacket. And here's my pouch. So we're literally in the garden midweek. Could I arrange that so I leave you with flowers everywhere? Mostly. There we go. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. Happy stitching, making, crocheting, knitting, whatever you need to fill up your cup. I'm sending my love and best wishes. Enjoy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.